Hello, everyone. Welcome to my cabin. Everything's cozy here tonight. Well, it's night here. I don't know what it is where you're at. Um, I have a few completions to show you from cross stitching, and I thought I'd do a little chatting. Um, my my camera setup still is not good, so I have to wait until I can get a new phone because I dropped my phone and cracked it. Um, but I did get my tripod. Just one thing at a time. I want to thank all my subscribers, especially the new ones. I thank you so much. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and it's going to take me a while. Um, but when I do get to 1,000, I'm going to have a giveaway, and you can either have a gift card or I'll send a fun box. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Um, let's see. I guess I'll show you my completions. I showed you this one when I was working on it, but it is done. It's from TEMU and it cost me $2.34. You can't beat those prices at TEMU. It kept me busy for a couple days. Let me tell you about it. It took me 23 hours over 7-day period. There's no back stitches. It's all full stitches. Um, it was a pre-printed canvas, 11 count. There was no chart with it, so if you got the canvas wet, you were in trouble because that's the only pattern you had. And I used 2 strands instead of 3 because the canvas was too thick to get it through the holes. Um, so it worked much easier with the 2 strands. So I had a lot of left over, but the edging is not serged, and it was fraying as I was working in the hoop. But I did end up with a lot of extra floss because I used the 2 strands instead of 3, which is all right. And so that's that one. And then this one, oh, I do want to tell when I wash this, I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, but there's places like over here that the paint bled. I don't know if it was the thread that bled or the paint. I'm assuming it was the paint that, but I had the same problem with this one. I showed this one before, but it still had the paint around the edges and such. I just wanted to show you. I need to iron these. But I called this my tree of love instead of tree of life. So I already told about that one. And then the one I'm currently working on between diamond paintings is this is tulips. Let me show you it'll be this tulip picture here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's that picture. And I've got most of this bottom done down here. And I'm working on the edges here, and I just do one color at a time, all of that for one color. And over in here and on the other side opposite, there's a lot of confetti. But I do all of one color first. And so I'm working on that one. And that one is no back stitches, full stitches. It's 11 count, and I am using 3 strands of floss. So far I've had just enough of each color that I've used. There was no patterns. It was just the printed canvas again. And it was fraying around the edges a little bit. I wish they came serged, or if I had a serger, I would serge the edges myself. It's a 7x7, 7.5 by 7.5. And it's going to be pretty, I think, when it's done. I love flowers if you haven't figured that out yet. So let me put my book away. I was going to do a little bit of whipping and but you can't see what I'm doing. So it's not much fun for you to just sit and look at me and listen to me talk. But I love listening to other YouTubers talk while I'm doing my whips. And whether it's diamond painting or cross stitching, I um I just work on my project and love listening to people. One of my favorite creating YouTube channel is Lovecraft Forever. Her name is Natalia and she lives in Canada. She's from Ukraine and her son is fighting in Ukraine. Sorry. I get emotional very easily, as you can tell. But she tells about her life story and um all sorts of things going on in her life. They like to go camping, and if you get a chance, check her out. Lovecraft Forever. I highly recommend her. Her quality of stitching is just way out of the ballpark. She you can tell by looking at the back of a picture how well, we'll see what mine looks like. You can see how well the stitching is because it's not knotted, there's not long threads. It's just very nicely done. You can tell how good a stitcher is, and her work is absolutely beautiful. Um, Another one I like is Diamond Grandma, I think her name is, and she's real down to earth. She's got a dog named Oreo. Her other dog passed away, and her mom just passed away not too long ago. Um, but she's fun. She does short videos. She does a lot of PR packages, promotions for a lot of budget companies and stuff. Um, but I think it was her. No, I was thinking it was her that got me started on TEMU because I used to buy only diamond art products. As you can see, the one behind me on the wall, and there's another one over here which you can't see. But I usually bought big ones like this from Diamond Art Club, and I would pay, 70, $75 for each one. Um, Even with the coupons and stuff. And they would take me a month to do, which was the same as doing a whole gob of little ones, I thought, but it's not the same. I can get from Amazon and Temu, Joann's, Walmart, Hobby Lobby. If you look around and use coupons, you can get stuff um, really inexpensive. But just like this one, it was only like $2 at Temu. You can't buy a cross stitch project to keep you busy for $2 anywhere. And I know people don't like Temu and um, they put it down, but I've had good luck with them. I just my little gadget that I use to put over my can, my diet soda. I don't have one here to show you, but you put it over you got your can and you put this on the lid and it keeps the flies off. Um, and whatever. But I think her name is Diamonds by Tita, something like that. Her name's Teresa, and I think she lives in Oregon. Um, but she's got a good channel. And one other one that I absolutely love is Sweet Tea. Um, might be Diamonds with Sweet Tea or something like that. She is fantastic. She's very much a Christian and she'll always say God loves you and stuff like that. And um, I really enjoy her channel. But when I started out, oh, it's been maybe 6 years ago, I was doing stuff and Um, one night I was bored and lonely, and I logged into a YouTube chat just to have something to do, and her name was Pippa Brown, and she was out of Australia, and I haven't seen her in years. I don't know if she's still out there. I didn't know the name of her channel. It might be Pippa Brown. Um, but she got me turned on to diamond painting watching her. So I went out and tried it. I did some partials first. Um, and you can see that in one of my completed videos, some of those. But I've probably done 200 at least diamond paintings in my 5 or 6 years, at least that many. And I have given away and given away and given away. Um, some of them were really big. Randall Span, I can't talk. Randy Spangler diamond artworks. People love those, and I would do those. And then in my apartment building, we have what's called a free table, and it's down in our lobby. If you have something you don't need, food or um, anything, clothing, knickknacks, cooking utensils or pans, if there's something you don't need and you don't want anymore, you put it on the free table, and then anybody else can take it. And every time I'd put a stack of diamond arts on the table, they would disappear within a day. I was surprised. But I just didn't have room for them. And I just decluttered not that long ago. Um, and let's see, I got rid of a bunch. I'm still decluttering. Uh, what else? Um, anyway, I got started watching Pippa Brown out of Australia, and I was curious as to how to do it. And I love crafting. Um, Something I'm trying to teach myself is how to crochet, and I'm not doing very good. I make chains, I rip them apart, I make more chains, I rip them apart, and they're just uneven. They don't look good. But I'm just going to keep practicing, and the more I do it, the better they'll get, I hope. I also love to do adult coloring, and I have a neighbor that we sit down in the lobby 2 or 3 nights a week for a couple hours, and we color with colored pencils. And maybe I'll do a video on some of that. Um, but I have lots to share, but I want to do it when I'm doing a whipping chat, not when you have to just sit and look at me. So hopefully I can get a phone here in a couple weeks and get set up better, like most creators are on here. All right. Well, I can't think of anything else. Um, I guess that's it. Thank you again, and I really appreciate the likes, the comments, subscriptions. Um, I think only 2 people have commented on my videos. One said, "Don't buy from TEMU," and I had to laugh. And I thought, well, if you got the money to buy stuff from Amazon all the time, that's your business. I don't have that kind of money. I live on the poor farm, and anyway, the other one made a really nice comment, and I really appreciated hearing her kind words. I can't think of her name right now, um, but those comments mean a lot, and they give you the encouragement to keep trying and keep plucking along. So I'm just rambling, aren't I? I just want to say thank you again. You all have a great weekend. Kiss toss.